This Saturday afternoon with Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, I'm Adam Alexander. You guys were good in qualifying moments ago. Congratulations. You lead us to the green tomorrow. Since you've been on track, tell me this. The wind and the weather, what's it going to do to impact these drivers? It is unprecedented.
Alright, brother, it's time to roll the dice from Las Vegas to the NASCAR Xfinity. Here we go. And boy, the Red Fire is in from Las Vegas. Racing from Las Vegas. You got the Xfinity out in the back. The three abreast in the back already here in Las Vegas. I can record like 40 minutes.
Immediately see them three wide.
Three abreast to the lead. Three abreast to the lead here.
Right off the bat. As they go into
three abreast for the lead.
Sketchy for them. We're getting a big push down the backstretch, big tailwind here.
When
you get into the corner, this is where it's going to be a handful.
No, he can possibly make a 4 wide. Oh, I thought it was making
I would put it against him to put it 3 wide on the start, but didn't deter him with that wind going into the first turn. Chandler Smith coming out with a good launch, good restart.
Now with 3 abreast.
With 3 abreast. It's unbelievable. You saw none of them made the bottom in turns 3. They all overestimated the grip level.
Here.
And it's still 3 wide.
Smith is leading. I'm also next to Dimger, AJ Allmendinger. Got back to the Xfinity full time.
Inside of AJ Allmendinger, battle for second.
Out of that supposed to swing.
Tree bumper clear, 3/4 back, 1 up.
Hill is through, Custer trying to come with him.
Cole's done a good job at minimizing the loss here from the start of that race.
Yeah, Jordan check out double duty racing the Cup Series race tomorrow. We're going to win the pole. We can move on now.
What a great start to this race for Chandler
Smith. Oh my God, Chandler Smith's way off on here. He won at Richmond last year. May win the second win here in Las Vegas. We're coming back in the fall. The playoffs. That's what I'm told. That's maybe months ago.
Oh, down for the first 10-15 laps of the run until you really get into that tire wear is super critical. So having that inside lane really jammed up and have the energy really pays off.
It definitely seems like for whatever reason here at this racetrack, the bottom's pretty dominant here early in the run.
I was on the pole yesterday, but barely
missed that inches. How wide is it again? 1 and 2. This is typical. You want to run the second lane a lot of times because the bumps aren't as big in the second lane. But in 3-4, it just seems like a bottom-type corner, especially the flat entry that you see right here.
Tell you what, Jonathan Nemechek has gained a ton of spots, and he's clamping right rears left and right here to get the momentum. I think he's going to be able to get Austin Hill right off the turn 4.
It goes to show how solid that thing is. See that on the outside. After what I just said.
No, you're exactly right, Joey. That outside lane in 3 and 4, he must have a really good car to be able to make that work and clamp that right rear, put Austin Hill in a bad aero spot, and drive off into second following his teammate.
Nemechek was outside the top 10 in practice. Not great in qualifying, but he has served noticed early. He's going to be a player. In the runner-up position behind his teammate Chandler Smith, who's led the first 4 laps.
How about Ryan Sieg? Up into the top 5, up 6 spots since the start of the race. This is a track that he's run pretty well at in the past, and he's challenging Custer right now for that spot.
You know, I want right there. It's not enough to build that 100%.
You see those bumps. You see that 91 there, just going through the bumps in front and moving all over the place. You hit those bumps the wrong way, especially with low air pressures, and they're starting to come up now at lap 6. But the first couple laps, these cars, they want to be down on the splitter, and you start hitting it, and up the racetrack you go. You're all over the place.
All right, caution is out, bud.
8 laps in, first caution of the afternoon.
I don't know what the caution. Oh, Parker Retzloff.
Man, we were talking about Parker Retzloff. Left rear.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's our first one.
Quite a bit of damage.
Parker Retzloff.
As that thing blew apart the left rear there.
I think that's when that happened. The caution comes out. Debris on the racetrack.
Talked about the fact he was so good in practice, qualified
debris
in the top 5.
Parker Retzloff. Okay, we'll see what happens here. I think that's it right there. Yeah, it is actually.
See a 31. He's sideways back there.
Oh, he's out. I never mind that. He went around.
One of 2 things. You can either get the tire up early in a run and have too much of it as you travel the car at peak pace.
Okay, who was that?
On low air. Or he might have had contact with somebody else as Joey's figuring out the telestrator.
It took him 250 miles last week at Atlanta.
That's a pretty good size hit there.
Yeah, I wonder how much damage that did to the 1 car as well.
Yeah, that is Sam Mayer.
He's on pit road.
Sam Mayer in the 1. Early caution at Vegas. Chandler Smith out front. Nemechek, Hill, Allmendinger, Custer, your top 5.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to restart from Las Vegas. And quick one back in the air from Las Vegas.
Here you see a much more solid start on the outside row here.
Oh, AJ, 3 wide.
Got three abreast here.
This is like a replay of the start of the race when Allmendinger gets out of line.
In the middle,
going backwards is Nemechek.
still in the
It
back.
really worked out for AJ making that
Look
move.
at this. Those three
second.
the cars right there, dog.
Yeah, really killed John Hunter there.
Right there.
Not able to keep the pack. Middle of 3, bad arrow spot.
Except for Phil Cooler, though.
Parker
It's actually
Clemens
okay.
making it happen. That orange and white Chevrolet down low. Now he's put in the middle coming off of 4.
And Chance Smith dominated last spring. May win dominated this race too.
Is very, very important. Just making sure you don't have a chance where you have to lift. You have to lift for a bad arrow spot. You got people on your door. That's obviously what's happened to Parker here. One moment he had momentum, and then it's all gone. Exit of 4.
See, that was the fraction right there.
Again, Riley Herbst trying to wrap that line. That's going to become a line that's going to be way more important as the tires age here. That's how Riley honestly won this race last time we were here. Being super disciplined on that line, having good turns throughout a run. And I think he knows that. And I think he's going to be committed to that because he saw what the dividends it paid later on.
For second, Austin Hill driving through underneath Allmendinger. Custer right there as well.
Always been a roller coaster like he won the Cup Series at the Roval last year.
Chandler Smith, he's fired off both these restarts and gotten himself out there. That car is liking that clean air. What I'm interested to see is John Hunter Nemechek. Not a good restart there, but we saw how fast he was right before that caution. And he's picking his way back through there. He's still got a really fast car.
So John Hunter just made a decision. He could have made it 3 wide there with that momentum they got off the corner. He decided to push Cole Custer through, trap AJ on the bottom, knowing that this momentum on the outside is going to clear him on exit. Very smart move.
A ton of give and take. More 3 wide coming off the corner there.
Green not afraid to put on the top there.
Allgaier up to 11th after starting in the back. The 7th's got some electricity early.
I tell you what, this is a racetrack that I circled for Justin Allgaier next to Bristol, Phoenix, and I would say Vegas is right up there with it. So I think he brings something a little extra special to the table as you see a lot of blocking for position there on the Corey Hine.
These guys are racing hard. They are all over this racetrack.
Yeah, you're racing
sliding
hard.
around.
You're like Joey.
You see them, they're having a hard time hitting the bottom as they're 2-3 wide. It just hasn't stopped.
Mentioned Sam Mayer took his Chevy to the garage. Regan?
Yeah, he's dumping there.
Quite a tough start to the year for Sam Mayer. A lot of bad luck so far this season, Sam. What have you got to do to shake this bad luck?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a year from hell. It's been unreal. I feel like we haven't really done anything wrong except for be right where everyone else is wrecking. So it's just part of the gig, I guess. But our club car tomorrow is really good this weekend. I was really looking forward to seeing what we could do. I think that race we were ready super positive compared to practice. So very unfortunate.
I think he's going to win next weekend.
I think I have a total of like 200 laps this year. So very, very frustrating. Unfortunate, and I mean, I just can't wait to get to Phoenix.
I'd see Phoenix. Thanks, Sam.
I would say 200 laps is the over. Early crashes at Daytona and here at Las Vegas. The racing, though, right now, unbelievable. That's
See him get tight on the door of the 8.
You start seeing them feathering cars changing speeds. Got a little tight there. And you see Allgaier still moving forward. He'll grab another spot out of that.
When you drive these Xfinity cars, you can really see when somebody's vulnerable and take advantage of it. Whether if that's packing out on the left rear or getting out on the door, you don't see that as much in the Cup Series. It's been just under 2 seconds the whole time, so I think pit stops are going to be super critical between restarts as far as who's going to be able to come out on top on this deal. Right now, it looks like either Chandler Smith, John Hunter, Nemechek, these showcase cars look really fast.
You just don't want to lose control of the race if you're Chandler Smith, and he has been in charge so far. Qualifies in the front row, dominant in stage 1, gets the lead from the jump. And he's going to have the advantage for the entire 45-lap stint to begin this race.
And Chance Smith with stage 1 at Las Vegas.
Chandler Smith. He continues to impress at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 3rd stage win of his career. He won at Richmond last year, and that's the last time he was able to win in stage 1. Perhaps some foreshadowing for later in
the we see him being strong too.
Stage 2 from Las Vegas, and brings up back again for stage 2 from Las Vegas.
Stage 2 underway at Vegas.
Oh, Fanny Ira in the back.
Chandler Smith took that outside lane coming from row 4. We'll see how aggressive the 81 is
back.
here.
That's Looks
like there's a bunch of trash on the grill of the 21 there. It's inside lane, outside lane, pretty even going into turn 3. Austin's trying to get clear.
That's a huge piece of trash on Austin Hill's car, and as the leader, there's no one really to clear that off of.
And look at this. That's going
to drive really nice for a little bit. That creates a lot of downforce, but you got to cool your engine somehow.
Side by side for second, side by side for fourth.
Fourth, excuse me.
Getting after it on the restart.
Oh, that's tight.
Right in front of Nemechek.
That was tight with the very thin in there. What was that called?
As a driver, nothing that ticks me off more than that. I'm like, come on, man.
Before I called it right. That was
later in the race.
Close.
And Riley knows, I think he's got a really fast car. He's got to survive the first few here. Keep himself in the game, stay close. John Hunter Nemechek just took the lead pretty easily.
I wonder if he was trying to get behind another car to get that temp off.
I can believe that. And he still doesn't have it off.
Didn't even expect that to happen. Pretty big momentum loss.
He got so many wins last year.
No, I think you hit it right on. He's trying to
figure it out.
Josh?
This year.
And for the 21 of Austin Hill, like you guys are saying, he's got debris on the front of that car. They told him to drop back and do what you can to get low so you could get some help to get that debris off the car.
So tight on the car in front of you to create enough back pressure to get the air turbulent enough basically to get that garbage off. You got to get right on somebody.
And that's not a small piece either. I mean, sometimes you're thinking about like a hot dog wrapper. That looks like a plastic bag. That's what I was going to cover up almost the entire grill screen that's not taped over.
And he's already given up a lot of spots here. He's already given up 4 spots. He's back to 5th from the lead. He's still got to do more.
He's working on a spot in the top 5. Cole Custer is there in the red car, 00. Parker Kligerman. They're all going by Austin Hill. There it goes.
I think it went there.
After he goes from the lead
almost went out last week, but went out field.
Yeah, 7th place. He's kind of holding off Parker Kligerman here.
Look at this.
Top 3.
Look at this.
Getting after it. Nemechek leads. Great day for Jokic Racing. He and Chandler Smith have both led laps. Second place is Riley Herbst, and Smith, after the issues on pit road, is right back in the game talking about Chandler in the 81.
Riley's really committed to the bottom there, and you can already see some of his strength come in after those first 4 or 5 laps, low air.
He dominated here
what you were talking about, Joey.
They went back to back.
You get through that, and I think Austin Hill dropping the back really saved Riley from getting swallowed up by more cars behind him, because it's really separating this front 3 from this pack behind him.
Yeah, and Chandler Smith, we've seen him lead so many laps there in the beginning. He's right back there after a bad pit stop, back up to 3rd. This right here, I believe, is the 3 best cars. It might be different points of the run, but right now, there's no doubt Chandler Smith is the fastest car on the racetrack if he's able to clear the 2 cars in front of him. He's just got to race him and try to figure out a way around him.
I'm not going to say leading all the laps in the opening stage is not impressive, but that clean air, as we know, is an outstanding thing to have on your side. What is impressive, you get compromised on this restart, and here he is battling through traffic and hanging with some of the other top cars. No doubt the 81 is a powerhouse today.
Well, and the part that can change for him, as he's in dirty air, you're wearing your tires differently. Right, and as you have front, you kind of can manage your car. You can keep the car loose or tight in certain ways just by pushing different tires. When you're in traffic,
he's got a lot of confidence in his car. That's proof of it.
For sure. That's incredible to be able to do that.
I mean, I think that's all you, Joey. Honestly, you pumped him up. He was down from that pit stop, and you brought him right back up.
I told him he deserved the race. If that doesn't prove it, guys, I don't know. I'll take my 10% later.
If he buys the pump after the race, you should get paid.
He's going to ride on the boat once or twice.
We're going on the boat. We're going to race the Cup Series tomorrow. The Pencil 400. Next week is Phoenix.
Now we look at our Toyota top performers. Nemechek leading. He's led 6 laps so far here in Stage 2. Chandler Smith, as we said, dominant from the front row, is second right now. Sheldon Creed has been quiet outside the top 10. Eric Almirola, the extra pit stop early. He's 14th. And Corey Heim, driving for Sam Hunt for start of the year. For the full-time driver in the Craftsman Truck Series, he's been positive this weekend. Qualified inside the top 15 and 15th right now as the driver of the 26.
This year, probably. I don't know. After his injury at Pocono 2 years ago.
Our first taker there.
I think it's up the racetrack. Yes, Eric Almirola.
kind of getting to that point of the run where we're 20 laps in and tires are starting to fall off, lap times are starting to come down. Eric's been on a slow charge back to the front here. I expect him to get better and better as this race goes on, as he starts to learn this car a little bit more.
Yeah, who's right with Donna?
Yeah,
who's
that's going to pay off in the long run, though. Being that free with the tight build with the tires, all we're talking about it. So, should be interesting to see how he goes.
Remember that? They said it's actually G-O-G.
Cole Custer started on the pole. He's 8th right now, Josh.
He had a problem at the end of stage 1.
A whole lot of hooting and hollering. Racing's about to get here, and Austin's about to get here. So buckle up, break out those boots, and get your tickets today. The Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix at Coda.
This time.
He chopped him on the exit there, so he was able to keep that clean air off of Chandler Smith. It's a really smart move, reacting to what he did wrong the last lap. Should be a fun little finish here.
And Chandler Smith has got to go to the opposite side. Right here, it goes to the top. In 1 and 2 zones. Try to get the run off on the back straightaway.
So clamp this right rear. Doesn't have over.
Look at this. He can crossover.
Was John Hunter.
There goes Chandler Smith.
Chandler Smith inside of his teammate. Final lap, stage 2 at Vegas.
Yes, he did.
There goes the 81.
And coming out
He waited, and
Chandler Smith swept both stages here in Las Vegas.
Sweeping stage 1.
Wow, that was a chaotic finish in stage 2. It was caution free in stage 2.
Absolutely right there. Patient about it, waited for the mistake.
Like yesterday.
Saw, John Hunter was in his mirror so much that eventually when John Hunter went to the bottom, he said, I'll take it. I'll go to the top.
Last week, Jesse Love swept stage 1, stage 2 at Atlanta. Today, Chandler Smith able to get it done. And here's the move on his teammate. 81's got big-time speed today.
The second place spot.
Because he's such a bottom guy the whole race so far. He gave up the front row.
Green flag back into the final stage is underway from Las Vegas.
On pit road, so he's got some ground to make up for the final stage.
Should equal push. Riley was able to stay pretty well connected for the outside lane. Hopefully see this opportunity play out.
In this fight for clean air, this is a huge deal. We talked about it. We may be setting up for a long green flag run. You want to be able to secure that clean air as soon as possible to start managing your car as the 2 Gibbs cars are fighting for the win here.
We've talked about Chandler Smith being able to pass him at the end, but that took the entire stage running all green for him to finally come back up and pass John Hunter for the lead. So to your point, this is absolutely control of the race.
You need to fight hard right now for this.
Don't have to do check.
So many times, wow, that inside lane will tease you, only to have the outside lane, and all that momentum went out, but they continue to battle side by side. Nemechek and Chandler Smith, 20, all clear up in front of the 81.
Yeah, what happened there is John Hunter Nemechek did a great job of side drafting Chandler Smith at the right point, got him at his right rear quarter, entering the corner. Not to worry at the door. If there's a car door to door, that's your worst aero spot as a car that's on the bottom of the racetrack. He got him to his quarter, able to drive it in there really hard, clear him, set sail.
Austin Hill, who had lost all that track position when he had the debris on the grill, leading early in stage 2, he's back in it, up in 4th. Good pit work by the 21 team.
And then he said,
and the more I think about it, we talk about, maybe Riley just laid up there, but he knows already that his car is a very controlled car. He seems like he's loose, builds better and better as the run goes. So picking the top, maybe that was just hey, I know this ain't going to be my deal if I get under the leader here. Let's see if I can just conserve as we see Chandler Smith fighting back. Get that side draft like you talked about, Joey. You can see John Hunter trying to get to that right rear quarter panel.
He
gets
did not.
there, loses downforce. Definitely going to hurt Chandler off the corner. As John Hunter's going to try and avoid the side draft down the front straightaway.
A rough 100
gets it pretty hard going into turn 1.
And we talked about how hard these guys are racing right now. Neither one of them gave up the outside when they were running hard with each other. No one's letting them have it.
Nemechek so good in the Xfinity Series last year, winning 7 times for Joe Gibbs Racing, making it to the championship 4. Opened up the door for a cup ride. He's back full-time on Sundays, running for Legacy Motor Club.
Saturday.
Run a number of races back in the Xfinity Series for JGR. And looking good today. But so is Chandler Smith, one of the young stars in the sport. trying for his second career victory this afternoon.
If you're Chandler, you love the idea of you're racing against Cup guy. He's not racing against Nemechek for points. But
until the race is done.
Caution is done.
You mentioned caution. We've got one. 4th of the afternoon.
Oh, no.
Beetlejuice.
Parker Retzloff in the 31. Involved in an early crash. Was already 6 laps down.
Not certain what happened here. All his tires look up. Looks like he obviously was on pit road.
Well,
trying to get out of the way to help the race stay green. But I'll tell you what, here, 78 laps to go.
This is definitely outside the window. But we saw how aggressive everyone was last week at Atlanta, how that race played out. And we should mention, everyone should have 2 sets of tires. So you pit here, you get your service, and you still have another set for a later pit stop. There's Alex Yance, crew chief for AJ Allmendinger, who's 6th right now.
You see that 31 laps to go, or 31 laps since they last pitted. I think you got to come in here and put 4 on. Knowing that could be a 2-tire stop, if it's something quick under green, possibly.
Jeremy Clements 2 laps down, but he's the first car in the lap down category, so he gets the free pass. He'll be 1 lap in arrears.
Last week at Atlanta.
Last week Atlanta Motor Speedway inside of 5 to go. The Ford started running. Cole Custer. Riley Herbst was 2nd. Eventually Brian Singh stops on the track.
Too. A lot of people. All guys.
And we went to overtime.
And Parker Kligerman, Jesse Love. A lot of people went out of gas last week at Atlanta.
Jesse Love, who had dominated the race and run out of gas and finished outside the top 10, so close to that first career victory.
A lot of people went out of gas last week in Atlanta.
I think what this really all comes down to is how long this caution period is going to be. If we're going to have enough green laps to where we can save fuel. No brainer, like Joey said, to pit. We've got 30 laps on our stuff. We got 2 sets of tires laying in the pits. Easy call, put on tires, whatever else happens. But
70 something to go.
And we talked about the
72 laps to go from Las Vegas.
Think they're going to play nicer?
No. Answered that quick, didn't he?
Bucket is 72 to go.
Better launch on the outside, a little more connected.
72 to go.
We're saying 3 abreast here. That's right, I was saying that all day. We're 3 abreast here. Make a 4 wide almost.
You're back there, 3 wide, pretty far back there. Everyone's getting aggressive now.
Hey, Almirola's up in that mix.
Yeah, El Camarada.
Austin Hill coming through in the outside lane.
Here they come, Dynamax straightaway. The blah.
Chandler Smith really been able to have that entry speed, get himself clear again to go fight with his teammate. Meanwhile, Riley Herbst trying to survive. He's got Justin Allgaier on his outside. Allgaier came on really strong at the end of that last run, like I said. Gonna have to keep an eye on him.
You said he needed a caution. He got it. Maintained track position. Whoa. A lot of dancing through the corner. So we focus on the lead and the teammates. Nemechek and Smith. They've led all but 6 laps today, that duo.
That's going to be 22 minutes there. Now I recorded like 40-something minutes, so good.
It seems like John Hunter's really able to get going on the first lap or so, but Chandler's got the whole run really figured out with this car. So he knows how critical it is to be able to get this pass done and walk away and manage the race.
You know, this has been a great track over the years
for
Junior Motorsports. Sam Mayer, early exit. Allgaier from the back has been the real player, but Sammy Smith, who last year when he was driving for Gibbs, had pit road problems here, so he didn't get the fruits of his labor. Today has been solid. The second-year driver from Iowa is now 7th and becoming a part of the conversation.
I feel like we haven't talked much about him, but he's been solid inside the top 10 all day. First time with the new team, really first real dance here at a handling racetrack, and they haven't faded. They've had a solid weekend qualifying, check the box. First 2 stages, check the box, and is obviously doing a good job here solidly in the top 10.
Kligerman is back, racing Eric Almirola for position. That's the battle for 8th. Orange and white 48, black number 19 is Almirola.
I think his confidence is going to go straight through the roof when he gets some of this clean air. He's been stuck back, outside the top 10, really difficult spot to
in 8th right now.
And I think the further he gets up towards
they're going to build that white wine. The bound.
When we talk about Eric's got to learn how to race an Xfinity car again. These things are so different, especially ever since NASCAR has gone to the next gen car in the Cup Series. Xfinity and Cup cars couldn't be more different than they've ever been. And the lanes you choose on restarts, the way you drive the
and he's getting a good run today. 13th and about to go to 14th. Haley Deegan on the move. Regan.
Adam had a very strong day for Haley. Keep in mind, this is the only track in the Xfinity Series that she has experience at running this race last fall when the Xfinity.
Over here, Sage Cameron, the 32.
It's
A tough day. 46 laps in arrears. Struggled yesterday. Practice qualifying. Had to start.
Guys are champions for a reason, being able to kind of climb up. They've been outside the top 5 most of the day, and Cole's been able to find a lane that works for him that no one else is in. Being able P2.
It's always so much fun when you get your car working up against the wall. You just push it up against there and let it rip. I mean, it's a lot of fun when you got one that can do that and no one else can really pull that off. You're just able to go race well. Chandler Smith following through Austin Hill.
Joe Gibbs Racing today has been outstanding. Early portion of the event belonged to Chandler Smith, winning stage 1, stage 2. Final stage has been all about John Hunter Nemechek. 3 to go. And the coach's kids leading over 170 laps this afternoon.
When the car comes out.
I know it's too late as he's 5 seconds back.
But Cole Custer's
2.5 tenths faster
than
Nemechek, running that very high line.
This is but that's okay. Here comes the Cole Custer,
biggest question, what's changed with the track? What's changed throughout the race that can happen, or is it just because no one else is up there right now?
2 laps to go.
I don't know either.
With an advantage like this, you just want to make sure you get back to the white flag. We don't get a caution, overtime, and a restart.
Oh, as we've been sitting back here enjoying that battle for second, third, and fourth. John Hunter's been hoping that doesn't end up in a wreck.
That's right.
Because he's just waiting to hear the words caution. He doesn't want to hear that. All he wants to hear is take the white and bring it back.
Off of turn 4, he'll see the white flag this time.
One lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. One lap to go for Las Vegas.
One Bank. John Hunter Nemechek, full-time in the Cup Series now.
Nemechek's part-time this year.
Won here in Vegas in a truck back in 2021. His dad, Joe, won here in an Xfinity car in 2003.
And 2, 3, 4.
Nemechek has been special today.
Leading
just shy of 100 laps.
And first win of the year, John Nemechek wins at Las Vegas.
Victory. Nemechek cashes in at Vegas.
They did a great job. They executed the race very well. I always had a really fast race car, but they executed the race well. Much deserving winner. What I do like seeing in our guy that took the risk in Vegas, Josh Williams, P14.
Not bad.
Extra set of tires too to bring home.
Yeah.
Saving a buck.
Yes.
Custer ends up second. Chandler Smith, great day. Leading 74 laps is third. Austin Hill will have his unbeaten streak to start the year end here in Vegas, but he was fourth, another top 5. Riley Herbst fifth as he tried to go back-to-back at his home track. John Hunter Nemechek gonna burn it down here at Vegas.
It's like this is the repeat from yesterday's race. On 4 cautions.
Blow apart if you grab second gear. You gotta let her last a little bit.
When I drove these cars, I'd always see if I could get to 4th. Yeah, really solid effort. John Hunter and his team really earned this one. Like you said, Joey, just great execution, and that's what it takes to be consistently dominant at this level. As he stalled it. He was trying to put it right on the line. Did everything else perfect today, though.
4 wins for Joe Gibbs Racing. Second among active teams here in Las Vegas. Gonna go get that checkered flag.
Let's go, baby.
Nemechek back in the Xfinity Series running part-time, and gets back to victory lane.
Tomorrow. See you then.